All right, guys, today's short's going to be on delta absorption. In today's example, we have bearish contracts being absorbed on the low, and they were squeezed out to the upside because they were not able to find that momentum push below that absorption level. So if we look at these 30-minute lows that happened right before the open and a little bit after the open, we have a ton of bearish delta that was being absorbed anywhere from 33 down to 29. And you can see that stacked bearish imbalance where we have all these bearish contracts and we don't really see a whole lot of bullish contracts. Now, they tried to be bullish, but obviously that was on the way back. So we had a push down, created a bunch of bearish delta on that final push, and then on the way back up, we started to see that bullish delta start to come in. And a lot of bullish delta was trading towards the upper half of those 30-minute candles. And then finally, you were able to break those 30-minute highs, which began to squeeze out any of those late sellers that were trading on the way down, trying to look for that continuation of that downtrend. So we had a lot of bearish delta trading the low. They were probably looking for a push down to extend that tail. They didn't find any momentum to break that low. And then once we broke that high, it started to get very aggressive to the upside. Now, typically moves like this do happen a lot faster. You see maybe one or two candles of absorption and then one big push to counter that absorption. But because the momentum is so low today, it did take 2 or 3 candles to finally break and squeeze that delta. Now, if you look at the cumulative delta over on this chart, you can kind of see what happened there. We had a lot of delta being pushed down on the way down. You were not able to really get that momentum from that delta on this final push here. And then if you look at on the way up, you can see delta was spiking pretty aggressively, mostly due to that block trade, but nonetheless, it was spiking to the upside, which kind of confirms that squeeze of that bearish delta.